Hi guys, thanks for coming back. Welcome back to Rav's Retreat. I'm Rav, and Rav's in the shed, or the shack, or the workshop even. On these few videos we're looking at hollowers. We've just had a look at some from Robert Sorby, but unfortunately I've got quite a few different hollowers, so I didn't really have enough time to fit them all in. So I made a second video to show these few off. This is a hollower made by Henry Taylor, part of their dynamic range. Henry Taylor, very good, well trusted manufacturer, really know what they're doing, been at it for 200 years almost. This thing's just an ideal size. It's got a small gooseneck, but yet it's a nice thick piece of metal. Okay, what I'm going to show you is a Robert Sorby one. Alright, now look at them both. The goosenecks are both basically the same size, but yet look how much thicker this metal is compared to the Sorby one. Can you see? Now the trouble is with goosenecks, you have to have them over the tool rest at least that much. So you've got that much of metal hanging over the tool rest. So you need a substantial amount of metal here, otherwise you're going to get a lot of vibrations. Now with this is just about pushing its luck. It's just about usable. Any thinner and it's nigh on unusable. Like, you could never hope for it to go that far over the tool rest. It would just vibrate something terrible. It even vibrates there. So it's just not enough metal there. Now there's an even smaller one that Sorby makes. This little thing. Now I'll show you. Now look at the size of the gooseneck. It's not that small. You know, there's not a great deal of difference in them. But yet, look at the amount of metal that's in this one compared to that one. This thing is nigh on unusable. You barely, even with it on the tool rest just past the gooseneck, you have to barely touch the wood and it starts vibrating something terrible. It squeals at you. It vibrates that much. It's nigh on unusable. Even for doing Christmas baubles and stuff like that, you know, really delicate little things, it's nigh on unusable. I found myself reaching for this thing 9 out of 10 times. I may occasionally have to use this, but generally I use this one. It's a brilliant little hollower. Keeps a good edge. It's very simple to resharpen. You just use a slipstone or a diamond hone or a ceramic hone, and the edge is easily brought back. But it's they do an half. I think this is 3/8 of an inch thick. They do an half-inch thick one, which I looked at, but the gooseneck was substantially bigger. So that's why I didn't want it. Although it was even thicker metal, the gooseneck was substantially bigger than what this is. So the 3/8 was just the ideal size. You know, a nice small gooseneck, but plenty of metal there to support that cutting edge. It does vibrate, don't get me wrong, but you have to really be hunking material out for it to vibrate. It's just a brilliant little tool. Ideal. As I said, made by Henry Taylor of Sheffield, England. Brilliant little tool, guys. Can't recommend that highly enough. You reach for it more times than you would ever think. I mean, if you're undercutting a rim on a bowl, this thing will help you out no end. you know, reach for this. It works. It's just got so many uses that you wouldn't have thought of until you've actually bought it. Brilliant tool, absolutely brilliant. But as for the littler ones, the smaller, thinner ones, they may look good. You know, they may look as though, oh yeah, I can do miniature stuff with that. They're just too thin, and they vibrate something terrible. You just, it's terrible. You just get nigh on unusable. So I can't really. Although the other ones are made by Robert Sorby, I wouldn't really. I'm a big fan of Robert Sorby, as you probably already have noticed. But these, I wouldn't recommend you buying. But this thing I would. This Henry Taylor one. Brilliant tool. Right guys, I've got two other hollowers to show you. But I'm going to go quite in depth with them, so there won't really be enough time on this video. So I'll end this video here, and I'll use the next video just to show you these other two hollowing tools that I bought and my thoughts on them. So I hope, although this is quite a short video, it's going to be a short one because I won't be able to fit in the other ones. So I hope you'll join me for that video. I hope you'll come back for that. Right guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Take care in your workshops guys. Take care of your fingers, your eyes, and most importantly your lungs, because you can't wood turn without them. Catch you in a bit guys. Bye.